Hey folks, Randy here with Dolan Cut and Trim. So this video is kind of a twofold video. So I wanted to show you two things. I wanted to show you how I have been quoting brush removal jobs, and also it's to test the new microphone I got for my camera. For the longest time I've been doing what I think a lot of people do, which is just using the onboard microphone on their cameras. But I've been having a lot of issues, and actually I did that for a while, but I've actually switched over to using a external microphone. But I'm starting to have issues with my GoPro with the external mic not always working, and so what I've decided to do is start recording the audio separately and putting it together in post. And I'm using the DR05X Tascam audio recorder to do that. So hopefully you'll notice a difference in the audio quality. I know a lot of you, I don't think, notice anything at all, and then some of you, it drives you nuts when my audio quality is bad, and sometimes my audio quality can be really bad. So for the sake of reference, the sound on the GoPro would sound like this, but instead you've got this audio coming from the Tascam, so hopefully this is a good step up. So when I'm quoting jobs like brush removal and things like that, I try and quote it by the hour. I mean, I don't quote it by the hour. I try and figure out how long. I use my hourly rate to figure out my pricing. So, for example, this job I just looked at, it looks to me like two guys loading a truck can get this done in 2 hours. Probably faster. I would hope faster. But I definitely think two guys could get that loaded up in 2 hours. And so since my hourly rate for this kind of work is $40 a man hour, 4 man hours, $40 a man hour, $160. However, I do have to take it to the dump, and I have to pay for it to go to the dump. And since that's the case, I add on my dump fee, which is $75. So 160 plus 75 is $235. Give myself a little wiggle room. I quote $250 to take the stuff out of the where it is and take it to the dump. That might seem a little high, but you have to keep in mind it is back behind a bunch of trees. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt. There's a little bit of a walk to get it to the truck. So that's why I'm pricing it where it is. For a lot of folk, if it was in a different place, it probably would be cheaper. But that's how I do it. I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just doing the best I can. So I hope this video is helpful to you. You know, a lot of the content that I give is kind of for guys starting out. And so, you know, when you first start out, it's going to be really hard for you to figure out how long it would take you to do something, and the only way you're going to be able to figure it out is by doing it and messing up and kind of dialing in what you're able to do, what you're capable of, you know, and go from there. You know, you're not going to get every job, but even if it's stuff that you're not confident on, it's good to start working that muscle and start learning how to price things. Like for the sake of example, I've been putting in quotes at HOAs. Haven't gotten one yet, but I like to exercise. I'm not even sure I want them, but it's a good muscle to exercise so that I can get the experience of learning how to quote an HOA, what they want, what they don't want, what was a turn on, what was a turn off. You know, for example, I had one that I don't know, the fact that I didn't have a dedicated office turned them off. It was a tiny HOA, but they wanted somebody with a dedicated office. And then there was another one that she said they would have gone with me, but I didn't offer snow removal in my quote, and so they chose to go with somebody that did. She said if it hadn't been for that, they would have picked me. So, you know, you learn by failing, basically. And so that's kind of how I've learned how to price things, is, you know, you fail forward, you know, fall forward, fail forward. And, you know, after a while, you start to get a hang of how much stuff's going to cost you and what to look for. So, you know, like I said, very basic. I just wanted to give you guys an idea of how I do it. So hopefully it'll be a help to you. So it's Randy with Dolan Cut and Trim. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it helpful. Let me know how the audio sounds. If you noticed a difference, if you could care less, I'd love to hear it. Thank you very much. Have a good one.